You understand me, baby? It's going back. But we live. What camera we on? Hey, we live. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? This is Kevin Franklin, man, coming to you with the Gumbo Sports Bulletin, man. Gumbo Sports breaking news that we got on some candidates that we feel at Gumbo Sports are some candidates that we feel are some high on our list, guys, for this bulletin, man. This quick bulletin that we want to give you guys. We got David Brewerton, man. David Brewerton should be high on that Catholic High list and is high on that Catholic High list because of who he is, his state championships, and his pedigree. He's been with Catholic High. He's known through Catholic High ranks. He's coached with a lot of Catholic High coaches. He played at Catholic High, so he knows the Catholic High way, and he's very familiar with Catholic High. Second person on that list is Sid Edwards. Sid Edwards is big, man. He's been in Catholic High, current interim basketball coach. He's the current football coach and the athletic director at Central High School. So Sid Edwards has to be on that list. He's probably in the Hall of Fame. He's probably going to be, his name is going to be high on any coach's list in this city, in this state, and around the surrounding areas. It's up to him if he's want to take some calls, but he'll get a call or he's going to get some interest in being on high on that list. Another guy I got is the Brother Martin coach, Coach Mark Bonus. Coach. That run Brother Martin just had is absolutely one of the best in the state that you can say. Probably one of the best they've had in Brother Martin's history. So Brother Martin's coach, Brothers of Sacred Heart, you can't overlook that, man. You can't overlook what he's done and what he's doing right now. My next coach on my list is Chad Mahaffey. Chad Mahaffey has to be one of those coaches high on that list, and he has to be to get a look. See, 10 seasons, 3 state championships. He's currently at Walker. And anybody that's looking for a new coach and that's looking for somebody, and also he's familiar with Catholic High. He has a history with Catholic High. He coached under Coach Weiner, and Coach Weiner gave him a boost into all of his other ranks, Vermilion Catholic, all these other schools that he's been at. So he has a history with the Catholic system, and he should get a look-see, and he's high on that list as well. I'm gonna look at Major Applewhite should get a call, but I don't think it'll be interested because of where his career has taken. Major is a great person and a great football mind, but he's at a different place right now in his career, in his life. If we would have called him a couple of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago in this whole thing, but things don't happen like that. Things are happening right now. South Alabama needs him to be their offensive coordinator and him to take his career and put his career back on track. And I think that's why he'll take the call, but I don't think he'll be too much interested in that one, but he'll take the call. So Andy Martin is again on that list as well. I got Andy Martin, and I'm not going through all the accolades. I'm just going on people that I think and I think that I know. This is a bulletin now, guys. It's a quick bulletin. So Andy Martin, 3 state championships, defensive minded coach, but also coach. I added this one too. So if Andy Martin comes, you got to remember what it would do with Deuce and all those other guys, because Deuce needs a look-see too. I think Deuce is high on that list. He's a great coach and great mind coach. I want to thank you personally for all what you've done for Catholic High and for those kids, and you need a call. Deuce needs a call. I'm Team Deuce. Hey man, I'm on it all day. I think he's done a phenomenal job, and at least if he turns it down, that's on him. Hey man, that's on you. But I need to know where your mind is at, in Kevin Franklin's mind, and Gumbo Sports mind. I want to see where your mind. I want to see if you want to be my head coach going forward, and see if you're ready for it. And I think you're ready, coach. And I think I got all my faith in you, coach. And you're high on the Gumbo Sports list as well to be on that coaching list. So go Deuce. Deuce will be high on that list, and with Andy Martin and all those other coaches like that. So they'll fall right in line, and maybe Deuce will stay to take over the defensive coordinator, so Andy could be the head coach. So see how that stuff kind of falls. Also, too, the coaches under offensive coordinator, current promoted offensive coordinator. I think he should get a job to stay the offensive coordinator. Also, I think DC, hey man, my man, Maryland man. Hey, I think Maryland is a great coach. He's ready. I think Coach Fertitta believed in him, and I believe in him too. I think he deserves an opportunity to be an OC somewhere, defense coordinator somewhere, just somewhere where he can spread his wings, and that should be at Catholic High first. I think that should be an opportunity that he should get internally at Catholic, and I think with some of these movements, he should at least get an interview or a personal interview with coach as well. So that says a lot between who coach is, man. And JP and that whole committee who's going to choose this coach, there are some great minded people, and I think they will look internally first. So all you Catholic coaches, man, thank you, and you should get a look see, man. Y'all should. Lastly on my list, high on my list, and this is breaking news, guys. Remember, this is breaking news. It's about the 5-minute mark. We're gonna get on out of here. Just remember, hey, Marcus Randall, man. Marcus Randall is high on my list, man. I'm throwing it out there. African American coach. I've been asked this question for the last couple of weeks since this news broke. Is Catholic High ready for an African American coach? And if so, who would it be? To Kevin Franklin, I think Marcus is high on that list. They have a couple other coaches in town. They probably they solidified where they're at. Lester Ricard, he solidified where he's at right now. He's solid where he's at. He's establishing something there. I don't think, but there's a couple other coaches that are African American coaches in town that at least I know that deserve an opportunity. He's one of them. He deserves an opportunity, and he will pretty much get an opportunity to at least get a look-see, to at least, to see about it. But is Catholic High ready for a coach? I think so. In these days and time, everything's going on with Catholic High. I think African American coach, it's time. It's time for a change. It's time for something like that. And who better than the miracle himself, man, the Mr. Miracle himself, the Bluegrass Miracle himself. And not just that, just if I go over his resume, he has a great resume. Some of the things he couldn't control. Some of those things that the church came and all those other things at Southern Lab, hey, man, that doesn't have anything to do with the and what he is now in the character, building being a man of character, integrity, what he's doing in his 707 and his developing kids. It speaks for himself. So yeah, you heard it right here from me first. Marcus Randall is high on that list and GumboSports list for a look-see for the Catholic High position. So there you go, guys, man. That was my list, my quick list, brother. But all the guys who on that list, who not on that list, that was just our list. And we're gonna have some breaking news too on guys who are interviewing, who are not interviewing, who we think will get an interview. But those are that's my first pushed out list that's coming to you guys, man. Thank you guys for joining. We got these cups. We got Gumbo Digital. You can go support the kids, $5 to $10 for your digital prints, because we're out there taking pictures. So the digital prints will go to funding some of these kids at their 707s, man. So thank you guys for joining us, man. Go ahead back to your regular scheduled program, and hey, man, and enjoy your wife and your family this inside time, and do something productive. God bless. Good night.